Yes, respected Sadhaka friends, welcome, salutations, gratitudes, congratulations, submissions, as well as together prayers. 13 Vyaktitwas, remember which we have to strengthen. Loka Sevaka, Dharma Samsthavaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Samskrita Bhasha, Jnata. And who are helping us? Parabrahma Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, Adi Parashakti Mata, all the Devata Ganas, Guru Ganas, and the Shruti Mata. Ganapati days are going on, so let us chant 6 times Om Ganganapataye Namaha, 3 times Om Shrim Hrim Klim to invoke their blessings for our successful study of Shastras. Om Ganganapataye Namaha. 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 Om Shrim Hrim Klim Glaum Ganganapataye Varavarada Sarvajanam Meva Shamanaya Swaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Glaum Ganganapataye Varavarada Sarvajanam Meva Shamanaya Swaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Glaum Ganganapataye Varavarada Sarvajanam Me Vashamanaya Swaha. Friends, glorious text Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana. We are studying, followed by it Adi Shankara's Granthas, followed by that we are studying Skanda Puranam, and also yesterday we concluded Prashna Upanishad. Today onwards we will be doing the Mundaka Upanishad Parayanam in our Prasthana Traya Parayana Karyakrama. In this Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana, second Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam we are seeing, in that the 13th Sarga. In the first half of the Sarga, Vasishtha is telling us both the glory when we achieve or attain the Atmanubhuti, the Tattvanubhuti. If that is not done, how we, by our own choice and effort, get bound in the samsara. Again and again, these two contrast pictures is putting in front of us for our own perusal, for our own inquiry, for our own decisions. Then, one of the four sadhanas for the moksha, shamaha, vicharaha, santosha, sadhu sangamaha. The first one is discussed in this second half of this sarga. So, beautiful shlokas we are seeing. How many mantras we saw? Up to uh, 40th mantra we have seen. Today we will go further, but these four mantras are good. So, once we will browse through them. Before that, like every day, our Sankalpa and Prarthana. Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्वसच्छास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने ॐ तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिदीर्षोर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यासादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त योगवासिष्ठ महारामायण उक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षसिद्ध्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराण इतिहास सन्तवाङ्मय उक्त साध्य साधनानुभव तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत् परम्परादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां दिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागानां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य अस्मात् क्षणात् आरभ्य भारतवर्षे विश्वे च सनातनवैदिकहैन्दवसंस्कृतेः सम्यक् रूपेण सम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं च विश्वे मोक्षधर्मपुरुषार्थप्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं च अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां समस्त श्रोतॄणां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भक्ति भगवत भक्ति देवता भक्ति गुरु भक्ति शास्त्र भक्ति सत्संग भक्ति साधना भक्ति सेवा भक्ति देशभक्ति धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे अवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। द्वितीय मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणं शम निरूपणं नाम त्रयोदशः सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। So Shri Vashishtha ji is guiding through Ramachandra ji, all of us also. Beautiful shlokas they are there. We have seen yesterday the mantras up to 40th. Okay. Mm. 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 These 37 onwards, these four mantras are worthy of Again, seeing the meaning, let us see it. What Vasishtha said in that? Anapayi nirashankam swasthyam vigata vibramam navina kevali bhavat vidyate bhuvanatraye. So, vina kevali bhavat bhuvanatraye na vidyate. These four most sought after, coveted feelings or experiences are obtained only in the Kevali Bhava Prapti, only in the one without second Atmanubhuti, and not anywhere in any of the three worlds which we may gain through various other yajnas, upasanas, karmas. What are those? Anapayi, apaya rahita, and never again losing. बाकी all other praptis are apaya yukta. There are some or the other risks or dangers are there, as well as apaya yukta also means they are all endful. So apayi anapayi we have understood. Kevali sthiti is anapayi, other are apayi sthitis. Rendu nirashankam. Nirashanka means one, there is no doubt. Second is there is no anything further remains to be gained. अभी किसी को पाने का आशंका नहीं है, जरूरत नहीं है. और आशंका मीन्स देयर इज अ डाउटलेस थिंग, affirmed, final. Whereas any other thing is there is doubt also regarding that. आशंका है, then it has something else other than it to be found. But in परमात्मा प्राप्ति उसके अलावा और कुछ नहीं है, उसके बारे में डाउट नहीं है. थर्ड वन स्वास्थ्यम. इस इज स्वस्मिन स्थिति, not depending on any other thing. It is in its own state. Any other thing again is depending on so many other parameters, and they are all having substratum of this Paramatma only. So swasthya means swasmin sthita means self-dependent. Other things are dependent on so other factors. Like Sarga, if I have to go, it depends on my doing so many yajnas, and they have to be certified, accepted, and then I have to be sanctioned. But to obtain this Kevali Bhava Atmanam, it's being our own self and nature. We don't need anybody's certification, etc. Then Vigata Vibramam. See, in the truth, there cannot be any Vibhrama, delusion leading to wonderment. Like in one of the morning class we saw. So the delusion and wonderment are not there in the self. In other things it will be there. मोहित, सत्य में मोहित नहीं होता. सत्य नहीं जाना तो मोह होता है. And all the other things in three worlds are superimposed only, so they're always deluding. So in this way, anapayi, nirashankam, swasthyam, vigata brahmam, only in atmanubhuti that is gained, not in the gain of anything, even other three worlds. One point. हो गया? Now in the next three shlokas, बहुत बढ़िया बात. Exhaustively we spent 10 minutes there, but just reminding once more. कि तत्राप्ता उत्तमप्राप्तौ न क्लेश उपजायते न धनानि उपकुर्वन्ति न मित्राणि न बान्धवः न हस्तपादचलनं न देशान्तरसङ्गमः न कायक्लेशवैधुर्यं न तीर्थायतनाश्रयाः पुरुषार्थैकसाध्येन वासनैकार्थकर्मणा केवलं तन्मनो मात्र जयेना साध्यते पदम. बहुत बढ़िया. A part of this first shloka we can borrow from the above also. In one of the above shlokas it is said, if you have put yourself on the moksha marga of vicharana, understand that you are almost going to reach it. Okay, first point. Now, basing on that, he says, Tatra aptau uttama praptau. In the desire of uttama prapti, when you are on that sadhana of viveka vichara, na kleshaha upajayat. Except doing the vicharana, and on the heat of vicharana, holding on to earlier, which were giving only as the bondage. They only have to be left, that's all. Other than that, once we are embarked on the spiritual path, no klesha at all. So, any other prapti we have a desire, there are 100 kleshas are there to go through to fulfill it. In the desire of Atma prapti, It's only vicharana which we have to do. Atman is already there as we. In the heat of vicharana, all the ignorances are dropped, and all other efforts that were required to reach other goal, they are not required at all in spirituality. Rather, they are a burden and they are given up only. The burdens go away, no klesha at all. Examples he is giving 4 5 of them. One, na dhanani upakurvanti. That wealth will not help you in knowing the self. So too, wealth is not required in knowing the self. Wealth along with wealth related, all loads, tensions can be dropped. See, na dhanani upakurvanti. Second one, na mitrani, na bandhavaha. Both versions. Mitra and bandhava cannot help in reaching the self. They are not required at all. Therefore, the struggle to procure them, maintain them, इनकी भी कोई जरूरत नहीं. न मित्राणि न बांधवाः. So too, न हस्तपाद chalanam. No need of doing various yajnayaga in which हस्तपाद chalanam is there. Just seated हस्तपाद को transcend करना है meditation में. उनको चलाने का टेंशन एक्साइटमेंट नहीं है, which is there required in other sadhanas, other praptis. Like you are asked to do yajna yaga, but my hands and legs are not working, so I cannot do. But to do vicharana and meditation, दिमाग है तो काफी है, hands and legs not moving फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Rather, they need not be moved. You just sit stably, go beyond the hands and legs and the body, you meditate. See the why he is telling that one? No klesha at all in Atma Prapti Marga. In other margas, you have lot of klesha. So, na hastapada chalanam, na deshantara sangamaha. You need not go to other place, other loka. है ना? If you want to have the Indra Sukha Bhoga, you have to go to Swarga. यहाँ मर के उधर जन्म लेना है. ये इसके लिए वैसा नहीं होता. आत्मानुभूति is here and now. No need to go to other place. So, na kaya klesha vaidhuryam. And also, the unnecessary stuff called as kaya klesha, like doing upavasa and taking cold water and doing the panchagni tapasyas. They're all the prerequisites for any other sukha, bhoga, aishwarya, siddhi, loka prapti. इन सब की जरूरत ही नहीं परमात्मा प्राप्ति में. So kaya klesha vaidhuryam rupi tapasya is not required. Tirtha yatra is not required. Then Deshantara Sangama not required, Hastapada Chalana not required, Mitra Bandhava need not be there, then धन की भी जरूरत नहीं है. इसलिए इन सब से जो क्लेश होता है, in procuring them, in maintaining them, which are required to do other yajna upasana, ये सब जरूरत ही नहीं. पुरुषार्थैक साध्येन वासनैकार्थ कर्मण केवलम तन्मनोमात्र जम आसाध्यते. Okay. So first do the purushartha of the vicharana. Let it lead to the removal of the vasana. Let the vasana remove or quieten the mind. When the mind is quietened, transcended, there you are one with the self. बाकी सारा झंझट जो दूसरे चीजों के लिए होता है, इसमें नहीं है, नहीं है, नहीं है. And 1/4 sentence here of this third shloka, साध्यते पदम, is अपने आप ही एक महावाक्य है. How you understand it? Tat padam, that state of self, asadhyate, is achieved. How? Kevalam manomatra jayena. When the mind is transcended, that pada, that state of self is achieved. इसमें ये भी बता रहा है. Therefore, as long as the mind is there, the world is there. The world, raga, dvesha are there, bandhanam is there. Go beyond mind, then there is no world, no samsara. Paramatma anubhuti is easy. केवलम तन मनोमात्र जयेन तत्पदम आसाध्यते. केवलम मनोमात्र जयेन तत्पदम आसाध्यते. Then you ask it, how the manas is conquered? When the vasanas go away. Because as long vasanas are there, mana will be there. How will the vasana go away? In the heat of vicharana, contemplation of atma anatma. All the anatma, when you detach from, the vasanas go away. As long as anatma tadatma is there, Vasanas will be there, new ones are created. They will lead to the formation of the mind. Once the mind is there, samsara is there. Then there is no moksha, only bandhana. In this way, how beautifully our Sri Vasishtha ji is guiding, you can see it. Now, from here, today we will see one by one guidances sadhanas he is giving 41st shloka onwards. 41 में कहते हैं विवेकमात्र साध्यम तत् विचारैकांत निश्चयम त्यजता दुःख जालानि नरेणैतदवाप्यते. ध्यान से सुनना कि विवेक मात्र साध्यम तत् विचारैकांत निश्चयम त्यजता दुःख जालानि नरेण एतदवाप्यते. First, narena etad avapyate. By the human beings, that etat tat pada paramatma pada moksha pada avapyate definitely. How it is obtained? Nishchayam. When you ascertain it that you are that. Firmly ascertain ekanta nishchaya. How the ekanta nishchaya of aham brahmasmi happens? Vichar. विचारेण विचार से जब उस आत्म तत्व का निश्चय हो जाता है, that is obtained. But what is an obstruction in doing the vichara? Our attachment to all the dukkha giving samsara. Therefore, the dukkha giving samsara attachments we have to give up. How the attachment to dukkha giving samsara given up? Viveka. See? Viveka matra. So, viveka matra sadhyam tat vijaraikanta nischayam tejata dukkha jalani narena etadavapyate. So, the 4-5 steps. First, viveka. Second, dukkha jala rupi samsara given up. Third, that makes our mind calm and quiet. With that, fourth, vicharya, vicharana. Fifth, with vicharana. Vicharana, whenever you say, that is tattvamasi mahavakya vicharana. Through that, ekanta nishchayam. The truth, the reality, its presence, and that alone is real. Other than that, everything is mithya. दे निश्चय हो जाता है. एंड उस निश्चय का नेक्स्ट स्टेप है दैट तत्व इज मी ओनली. In this way, that avapyate etad vastu, that Paramatma is obtained. You are observing now how this Yoga Vaashishtha Ramayana becomes such a beautiful guidance for the serious, sincere seekers. But we have to be such serious, sincere seekers. That's the most important thing. Now, continuation. सुखसेव्यासनस्थेन तद्विचारयता स्वयं न शोच्यते पदं प्राप्य न स भूयो ही जायते. यहाँ तक हम कल देख रहे थे कि सुख सेव्य आसनस्थेन, नथिंग, सुख सेव्य आसनस्थेन, जस्ट डिस्कवर फॉर योरसेल्फ सुख आसन. Not sleeping, not standing, not running or walking. In a sukha asana means you obtain an asana siddhi with your regular practice of sitting in one posture. Sukha sevya asana stena. Second, tad vicharayata swayam. Only tad the vicharana. Atmanatma vicharana, jada chetana vicharana, drugdushya vicharana, and then avasthatraya viveka, gunatraya viveka, पंचकोश विवेक. नॉट ऑल ऑफ देम आर रिक्वायर्ड. किसी एक को भी पकड़ो तो भी वन विल रीच दैट. देन न सुख सेव्यासनस्तेन तत् विचारता स्वयं. दैट पदम प्राप्य, दैट आत्म पदम इज गेन्ड. व्हेन दैट आत्म पदम इज गेन्ड, न शोच्यते न स भूयोपि जायते. देयर इज नो शोक रिग्रेटिंग देयर. Why there is no shoka regretting there? Because first, it is infinite. Second, it will never reduce. Third, it will never go away. Fourth, we are not thrown back to the earlier situation. That's why nasa bhuyo hi jayate. In all other obtainments, the two shokas are there. One, it is not infinite. Second, it is goes away from us. Therefore, shoka will be there. And when that goes away, we will be sent back to the place from where we have started only. But this pada, when it is achieved through vichara, having found a siddha asana, sukha sevyasana sthena, tad vicharayata swayam padam prapyate, after that, na shochyate, na sabhuyopi jayate. Other things, sukha sevyasana, you can't sit on the one comfortable place, you have to go on walking, running, jumping, doing so many things. And not vicharana prapta, adi, it is karma prapta, as a karma phala, other things. With all karmas you obtain it, still there is shoka. And also, bhuyo hi jayate, that will taken away from us, we will be back to square one. As long as we pay that heavy money in that 5th, 7th star hotel, we are allowed to stay. And when we stay there, every facilities are given. Once that is over, all facilities are taken away, we are sent back. That way, everything else, not this Paramapada Prapti. So, our desire for that Paramapada Prapti should grow day by day. And do that sadhana. Excellent. Now you say Tat Samasta Sukhasara Simantam Sadhavo Viduho Tad Anuttama Nishpandam Paramahurasayanam. So, Sadhavaha Viduho. Those who have become sadhu and have done their sadhana and have discovered that self, they all have proclaimed, said that samasta sukha asara semantam. That is the end of all the sukha and their sara. उससे बढ़कर और कुछ नहीं, जो भी आता है वहीं से आता है. समस्त सुख आसार सीमांतम. Sukha we know. Sukha sara is the unconditional bliss. Sima means the end. Anta means that itself is. Acme of all sukha is that sadhus who have reached that, they said. Then tad anuttama nishpandam. That निष्पंदना means attainment. अनुत्तम, ऐसा उत्तम है वो कि उससे उत्तम और कोई है ही नहीं. Then param aho rasayanam. It is a parama rasayana. The rasayana is medicine. And what is the greatest of the medicines in the world? Amrita only. And this is not like only the Amrita which the Devatas have taken, but this is the Amrita Anubhuti only of the Brahman. See that way how Vaashishtha is again and again telling to us the glory of this Tat Pada, Atma Pada, Paramatma Pada, Moksha Pada, Brahma Pada. Is right. In this text, this is the language it's used. उस समय में ये लैंग्वेज सबको फेमिलियर था. If you read another Purana, that Purana Kala, what language was prevailing, examples, that way that Purana Karta spoke. In the Upanishads, the Upanishadic language, Gita mein O language. Languages may change, lekin the truth remains same. The sadhana for the truth at the finermost level remains the same. And the glory of the truth is intact. How many ever number of yugas, kalas, they keep on changing. And there's nothing greater than that. परमात्मा प्राप्ति, एवरीथिंग एल्स इज उससे नीचे ही है, उससे छोटा ही है और आने जाने वाला है. Now you go on thinking about this. And again remember, through Viveka, we get Vairagya from the world, and through Vichara on the Tattvasya Mahavakya or any other Upanishadic Vakyas, already existing Paramatma, we do the Nishchaya. And in that Nishchaya, when we go on trying to stay in that Nishchita Anubhuti, in Vedanta it's called Nididhyasana Sadhana. Once we keep on doing that effort, at the right time of desirability, we land in that experience. Abbas, uske baad, we have to be established in that. That's it. Dhrudhata nishtha कहते हैं उसको. बढ़िया सा. See, these things, have to be heard again and again. Just because in 1, 2, 3 listenings we are not able to understand, don't give it up. Then we'll go back again to the same old world of samsara. Even if it's not understood 3 times, try 4th time, try 10th time, till it is understood. After understanding, start doing sadhana. Sadhana also, just because few years we have done अनुभूति नहीं आया करके इसको नहीं छोड़ना, फिर अनुभूति आने तक करते जाना, करते जाना, करते जाना. One of the great things in trying to do spiritual sadhana, much before the anubhuti comes, is in the effort of this, because we are avoiding the doing of all other things, na, we will be avoiding lot of punarjanmas, lot of uttara janmas, lot of bhayankara janma. Because we don't know, if we don't do sadhana, what type of papa karma we do, what type of adharma dushta we do. Every one of them are accounted. We will be suffering because of that. भयंकर होता है वो. When I'm engaged in परमात्मा प्राप्ति साथ, चाहे वो 1000 जन्म के बाद मिले, but I am not doing any other thing which will create lakhs of my punarapi janana marana in so many yonis and so many narakas, yatanas, dukkha. Understood? No? Like सत्संग में आके बैठे तो कितना आया समझ में नहीं आया, that's important, but this 1 hour we are not doing with our body, mind and mouth any such things which invoke curse or dukkha to us. This is also a benefit, no? If we are not in this 1 hour, somewhere we interact with someone, somebody's ego you will hurt, or some disturbance we do, that is noted as papa for us. We are rewarded with or given the punishment for it. मुश्किल है कि नहीं है? Very interesting. Now, the next one. Kshayitvat sarvabhavanam swargamanushyayordvayoho sukham nasteva salilam mrugatrushna svivaitayoho. Sarvabhavanam, of all beings, all bhava, all objects. Which are they? Swarga Manushyayoho Dvayoho. Of the Swarga Loka and Manushya Loka, all bhavas. Kshayitvat, because they are of the nature of Kshaya. Kshaya is not only destruction, before destruction, the diminishing value. देखो खाने का पदार्थ है, धीरे धीरे उसका गर्मी फ्रेशनेस चला जाता, then slowly the taste goes away, then slowly it becomes totally spoiled, then it is destroyed. So क्षय होना मतलब कम होते 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 नाश होना. तो स्वर्ग मानुषयो सर्वभावानां क्षयित्वात्. Vashishtha ji is telling, all what you possess here in this world, in the human body, as upadhis and objects, all the powers, positions, people, all are kshaya natured. So too in the swarga, whatever we are given, उन सब का पुण्य के कारण हुआ खत्म होता रहता है, पुण्य क्षय होते रहते हैं. सो स्वर्ग मानुषयो हो द्वयो हो सर्वभावानां क्षयित्वात् क्षयित्वात् सुखम नास्त्येव. Therefore, there is no sukha in that. Example is Salilam Mrugatushnasu Iva Etayoho. Like how much the water of mirage can quench our thirst. है ना, मृग तृष्णा का सलिल हमारे तृष्णा को कितना दूर करेगा, करेगा नहीं, वो है ही नहीं पानी. सेम वे द कंटिन्यूसली मॉडिफाइंग, चेंजिंग एंड डिस्ट्रॉयबल भूलोक एंड स्वर्गलोक, all of them, they cannot contain the sukha. That's what he says. Kshayitvat sukham nasti eva. So, when the Atma Jnana inspiration is given because of the earlier information or our own convictions, the thought may come, okay, this and that things I will earn of this world or the other world through various efforts. Bhagavan says they are kshayitvat and therefore sukham nasteva is equal to dukkha definitely will be there. सुख अपेक्षा करते हो इसलिए अवश्य दुख मिलता है. Very vehemently, very categorically, very clearly, very unambiguously, we are here guided by the great Vaashishtha ji. Now, the thinking, decision making always is ours. The ball always is in our own court. याद रख लेना इस बात को. Now one more shloka. Ato manayojayaschinthyah shama santosha sadhanah ananta samasayyogah tasmad ananda apyate. Hmm? From there, up to this 44th shloka, as we said, the inspiration for Atma Prapti is given by glorifying it, and detachment is given by telling how we become otherwise the samsari. Now, once we are convinced, the sadhana for this Atma Prapti out of many, Shama is the first one. So, from this 45th shloka onwards, slowly the second topic of this Sarga called as Shama. Actually, the name of this Sarga itself, Shama Nirupanam. It starts now. From here, the next 39 40 shlokas. Dheere dheere. Now we can see the heart of Vaashishthaji's maturity is clarity. It's only we lack the language Sanskrita and we are not yet trained in thinking in the spiritual way, है ना. सुन तो रहे हैं बट उस दृष्टि से सोचने का आदत भी होना है. ये सब हो जाते हैं ना, then not only will be grasping what is said by the great saint Vasishtha ji, but the beauty of it, the benefit of it, all of that clicks to us, then we will go for it. बस शास्त्र ही शास्त्र का एडवर्टाइजमेंट है, पब्लिसिटी है. हमको पढ़ना समझना आना चाहिए बस. लाइक एनी एडवर्टाइजमेंट कम्स, हमको सुनकर समझने का आदत एबिलिटी होना है. देन ओनली व्हाट आर बेनिफिट्स इन दैट वी विल नो एनी कॉमोडिटी फॉर दैट मैटर. If it is said in another language or said in our mother tongue, but those words you don't understand, technicalities you don't understand, then you don't know the glory of that new product. So you may not desire to buy it. All those very useful software like that nowadays हर दिन कितने नए नए चीज आ रहे हैं, किसको टाइम है उन सबको समझने को. The very few are the ones who go for them, modern ones, modern youngsters. The old is पता नहीं हमको जो है वही चलेगा. Same way, if we have made ourselves tuned to this Tattva language, we are able to study and comprehend them. Glory of that is understood by us. Then we will go for it. Our mind will incline towards that. That's the effort we are doing from last couple of years to gain that ability only. So far, what was done by us in our study of Shastras from couple of years is training ourselves to think in the scriptural way, in the spiritual way, in the Adhyatmic way. More intense it becomes, then the intricacies of it we start grasping. Then we will know the glory of it. Same time, thank you to these Shastras, they also show to us unbiasedly the other picture of this other world also, where we going through. They only point it out. They need not even do some extra effort to convince it. We all know because we are going through. आत्मा अनुभव के बारे में वो लोग कहना चाहिए क्योंकि they are in that अनुभव, we are not in. But about the samsara, why they need to tell us? Are we not going through our everyday struggles, tensions, worries, dukkhas endlessly? One or two hints they give. Remaining, we know, yes, what you say is right, sir. In the Upadhi Tadatma, in the Jiva Bhava, in giving reality to the world, in running for the world, nothing but Dukkha Shoka. We all know that. Vichitram. Now, one more. Hmm. He said, Ataha, therefore, what is to be done? Manojaya Chintyaha. Manojaya Chintya. Chintya means now you have to think about. Now you have to contemplate about reaching to this goal. The before the ultimate goal. What is that? Manojaya Chintya. So how to conquer this mind, our own mind, not others? You have to do the contemplation on that. Ataha Manojaya Chintya. See the two things? Becoming slave to the mind and mind's projections is a samsara. Understanding the mind, conquering the mind, transcending the mind is the moksha. Whether we are able to do it or not right now, or it may take time, but the thought has to be understood. When we are slave of the mind projects the world, mind projects the variety of relativities, mind projects the raga dvesha, mind binds us to that. But this whole mind, when it is conquered, go beyond the mind, nothing but infinite self. Therefore, ataha, he Rama, manojaya chintya. Like how to earn the money, we do the thinking of it. Chintanam. Dhana prapti chintanam chintya. People do that. Jana prapti, power prapti. Each one is doing chintana to obtain something or the other. Basically, artha kama. So because we are moksha kami, for us, the bandhana is because of mind. Mind transcended, moksha comes. Therefore, manojaya chintya. And how this manojaya is achieved? Here it says, shama santosha sadhanaha. When the mana is conquered, that itself is called as shama, shanta sthiti. In that shanta sthiti, Atman is realized, which is the santosha swarupa. Therefore, shama santosha sadhana. Or shama, not allowing ourselves to projections in the mind, being in absolute contentment. When these two are done, mana can be conquered. The mana can be conquered, one by santosha, the contentment for everything else, then shama by some of the upayas of quietening that mind, not allowing it to project anything else. So shama santosha sadhanaha manojayaha ataha chintyaha. Then through this manojaya, when the self is discovered, ananta sama samyogaha tasmat ananda apyate. Ananta sama ananda sanyoga apyate. Ananta, endless. Sama is homogeneous. Ananda, bliss. Samapyate, obtained. When? After Shama Santosha, when mana is transcended, that no mind state of self. An example, Nidra. In Nidra, it's a no mind state. That's why so much bliss. And the moment from the Nidra we come out, that means when the mind is projected both in dream and waking, see the chaos and calamities. This is a very good example for us to understand that in the mind there is world and samsara. When the mind is transcended, there is only one self that is of the nature of Ananta Sama Ananda. Isn't it? Ananta Sama Samyoga Tasmad Ananda Apyate. Ananda Apyate. Which Ananda? Sama and Ananta. Ananta means endless. Sama means not Vishama, homogeneous. It always remains same. It cannot grow because nothing greater than it. Nothing. It's already full and never it gets reduced. The beauty of this is, वो कभी कम नहीं होता वो वाला आनंद. बाकी सारे चीज depending on the condition situation, they go to the peak level. The situation condition being unstable, from that peak level of ananda, we start coming down. So, one of the beautiful shlokas here. Ataha manojaya chintyaha shama santosha sadhanaha ananta samasayogaha tasmad ananda apyate. So, shama santosha. Shama, control the mind and senses from going into the world. Then, with whatever we have, maintain contentment. Through these two, do the other sadhanas of karma yoga, bhakti yoga, ashtanga yoga. Through that, achieve the manojaya. When the mana is absolutely in Jaya, then that mana used in Vicharana of the Atma Vastu. In that, when the Atma Anumuti is gained, it is Anandaha, it is Ananta Anandaha, it is Sama Anandaha. Ananta Sama Sanyogaha Anandaha Tasmad Apyate. It is infinite and homogeneous. Always same, beautiful bliss. Now you are seeing in every of the shloka how the sadhana, sadhya given along with inspiration. There is a guidance, there is a suggestion, there is a loving, what a pushing given by the Guru Maharaj, Vaashishtha ji. Yeah? Like imagine if we really tune to Vaashishtha ji and his Grantha and all these teachings, how wonderful it would be. Done. One more shloka we do, or two shlokas. Tishtata gacchata chaiva patata bhramata tata rakshasa danavena abhi देवेन पुरुषेण वा मनः प्रशमनोद्भूतं तत्प्राप्यं परमं सुखं विकासि शमपुष्पस्य विवेकोच्चतरोः फलम्. Hmm? Mhm. So it says this sadhana and prapti of Paramatma, if that tuning is there, sadhana is done, beings of any yoni, they can get it. If that inner qualification is there. To get that inner qualification, Manushya yoni is most suitable. Therefore, here Tishtata. Tishtata means at one place staying. What is that at one place staying? Trees only. Gachata, moving. Which are the ones which move? Manusha and the Pashu. Third one, Patata. Patata means that which fly. That's called birds, etc. Brahmata, you can talk about all other, any other, even Panchiya kaho, Tote, Titli kaho, all of them. Tatha, in that way. Tishtata, Gachata, Patata, Brahmata are the variety of the yonis of the beings. Rakshasa, even they are Rakshasas. Danavenapi, even by the Danavas. Devena, even the people who are in the Devaloka. Purushenava, even he is a human being. ये ह्यूमन बीइंग हो सकता है, देवता हो सकता है, दानव हो सकता है, राक्षस भी हो सकता है. इसमें कोई भी हो, if they have learned the art of mana prashamana, if they learn the art of mana prashamana, then mana prashamana udbhutam tat paramam sukham prapyam. Once that mind is transcended, the parama sukha va atmanubhuti is obtained by all of them. That is why साधना करते करते कोई लोग, because of something papa done, they are cursed to be in those yonis. But they, because of the sadhana, they are given that chance to remember their sadhana. And they keep doing sadhana, being in that yoni, they reach. Though they are less in number, but you can see the trees also realizing God, Pakshis also realizing God, Pashu also realizing God, the Danavas also, the Rakshasas also. है ना? The Vibhishana is a Rakshasa, Prahlada is a Rakshasa, अब रुद्रासुर is a Rakshasa. ये सब मुक्ति पाए ना in that yoni. So yoni is immaterial, Sharira is immaterial. In any of the yoni, if mana prashamana, transcending the mind, if that is done by you, you get that Atmanubhuti moksha. पक्षियों में भी बहुत सारे, यू सीन तुलसी रामायण, तो काग भुसुंडी teaching Ramayana to Garuda, both are Pakshi only. Jatayu, Brahma Seva he has done. He also got moksha. Bhagwan ne kripa kari. He controlled his mind. He served Lord Rama. Sita ji को रक्षा करने की कोशिश की. ऐसे how many examples of Pashu, Pakshi we can see who have, by quietening their mind, realized self. Of course, even in that yoni, whatever sadhana they have done or have to be done, they remembered it. इसलिए बाय द वे एनी पशु पक्षी वनस्पति कोई भी साधक हो सकते हैं, बैठ के ध्यान कर रहे होंगे. डोंट हार्म एनीवन. सिंपल रूल. दैट्स व्हाई वी डू प्रणाम टू एवरीवन, टेकिंग देम एज देवतास, because in which form which rishi is doing tapasya we don't know. So safest thing is just consider everyone as devata, namaskar karke aage chalo, so your mind will not have any bhoga pravritti, so you will not do any papa or adharma. जनरली किसी को भी हार्म करो देयर इज पाप, बट इफ देयर इज ए साधु महात्मा और साधक है तो उनको हार्म करे तो पाप तो ज्यादा ही होएगा ना. तो किस रूप में कहा कोई साधु बैठा, आई डोंट नो, वी डोंट नो. Therefore best is see divinity everywhere. Safest thing is that see divine everywhere and have respectful reverential attitude. The biggest culprit called the mind is not given any chance to project anything, then we will not do anything wrong. This is why it is said. So tishtata gacchata cha eva patata brahmata tatha rakshasो यदानवेन देवेन पुरुषेण वा मनः प्रशमन उद्भूतम तत् परमं सुखम प्राप्यम. and that is vikasi shama pushpasya vivekochataroho phalam. Okay, viveka is the uchataru, and for that shama is the pushpa. From that pushpa, this phala of paramasukha comes. Again, I am telling you, viveka is the uchatara taru. In that taru, before the phala comes, the pushpa comes. And the pushpa also be vikasi. What is vikasa of the pushpa? Shama. So vikasi shama pushpasya phalam. Viveka uchataroho. So when we have done lot of viveka, vairagya from the world happens. That leads to the shama, that is called as pushpa. When that shama, quietened mind, used for viveka vichara, in that the tatpada anubhuti comes, which is a phala. Remember 4. विवेक करो वैराग्य पाओ, विचार करो परमात्मा को पाओ. विवेक से वैराग्य, विचार से परमात्मा. In that vichara, vivek se vairag, out of vairagya shama. When the mind is shamita, it is not having its rajo tamaguna disturbances. That is no more mind. That is called intellect now. Use the intellect for shama. Sorry, vichara. The vichara you is doing intellect. When it falls down to the level of rajo tamaguna of kama krodha vichara, vikara, that time the same intellect is called as mind. When the mind through viveka vairagya, quietened in its desires, etc. for the world, that mind itself becomes intellect. Now use the intellect for vichara on the Mahavakyas as taught by the Upanishads and Gurus, then you will realize this. See, देखो डिस्टेंस जितना भी हो तय करने का, करना तो होगा, बट पहले रोड मैप तो जानो, पहले तो डेस्टिनेशन तो जानो. Keep walking then. Destination is moksha. Moksha is through Atmanubhav Prapti. The sadhanas are the vichara. Vichara can be done by the shamita mind. Mana becomes shama when our attachment desire to the world goes away. That happens when we do viveka. So viveka, vairagya, shama, vichara, atma prapti, moksha. 6 things. Viveka, vairagya, shama, vichara, atma prapti is equal to moksha. In these words, we have to become very strong in the meaning of these words. And like anywhere. So you ask somebody how to go there. He tells you, आगे जाओ 2 किलोमीटर फिर लेफ्ट लेना है उसमें जाओ 3 किलोमीटर का ये होगा. तो you note it ना. Then you take a vehicle or by walk. You do the same way in the journey. तो here also. विवेक करो, वैराग्य पाओ, क्षमा करो, क्षमा ले आओ, क्षमा से विचार करो. In the vichara heat, you discover the ever existing self. Vicharana is inquiry and all. In Vedanta, inquiry, contemplation we do, it takes us to Tattva Chintana. It takes us to Tattva Anubhuti. That's called Dhyanam. Tattva Anubhuti and Dhyanam are same. So this is what I said in the shlokas. Beautiful ones. What's beautiful further things? Manas prashantam athyacham vishrantam vigata brahmam aniham vigata abhishtam nabhivanchati nojjati vyavahara parinapi karya vrundam avindata bhanu nevaambarastena nojjatena cha vanchate. These are all powerful shlokas. We'll be studying them tomorrow. So Shama discussion starts from here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Paramarshibhyo Parabrahmane SHRUTI Namah. Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu Bol Shri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. Shri Yogavashmaraman Shastra ki jai. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकं नेमा विद्युतो भान्ति कुतो यमग्निः तमेव भान्तमनुभाति सर्वं तस्य वासः सर्वमिदं विभाति. ओम दाशरथाय नारायणाय तन्नो नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या. बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री योगवासमा रामायण शास्त्र की जय. श्री वैष्णव विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेद व्यास ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई समस्त ऋषि देवता परम्परा की जय। रामायण महाभारत भागवत उपनिषद गीता ब्रह्म सूत्र वाष्णवादन ज्योतिष अध्यात्म रामायण सुसंहिता शिवपुराण स्कंद पुराण त्रिपुरारस्यादि समस्त श्रुतिस्म पुराणिता शास्त्र की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज के आनंद की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर। सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद। जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम। अम्बे अम्बे श्री आत्मनाशक्ति माता की जय। समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक से उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मुमुक्षु मुक्तगण की जय। भारत माता की जय। सनातन धर्म की जय। वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय। आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय। थैंक यू friends. Join in 5 minutes for our study of Vajagovindam, Skanda Puranam, and then our beginning of Mundaka Upanishad Parayana for 1 hour 10 minutes.